star on the top. And that's a Beijing exhibition center. This Beijing exhibition center was built in 1959. And 1955. It was designed by a female Russian engineer. And then this one is now just for all kinds of exhibitions, especially for industrial exhibition. And next door of this exhibition is a Beijing Zoo.
Female Russian engineer.
Yeah. In Shanghai, there is another building very similar to this building. That's also exhibition center.
Oh, that's my other setup for that.
Beacons.
More furniture. So, yeah, the more furniture. How they call up and say, that's the other room. That goes in the kitchen. I never know, since I don't have any facilities.
Pizza Hut, you guys. Pizza Hut. Oh, wow. Pizza. Pizza with chopsticks.
Oh, yes. Oh man, it was so great. And they were exceptionally active that day.
The Beijing Zoo on Friday morning.
She was saying that this is abnormal, this needs to be done. Hiding in the cage. They were really Yeah.
Going to see the pandas.
Well, they do say made in Taiwan.
Really?
Separately.
So that's
Made in Taiwan.
that's
Made in Well, they say
Look at it down there, huh?
It smells just like the Washington Center.
There's one.
It smells just like it.
See this one over here.
This is the little one. This one is about 2 or 3 years old.
I know that one.
But some of them is outside in the other cage. Baby.
Oh, that feels good, that feels good, that feels good. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy.
No, the flash is going to go up, but it's going to reflect off that glass.
might want to try right in front of it. You're at an angle. We can get all the reflections. Which way around? Bad glare.
Right, but I'm just saying. So you have, if it's dark, yeah, you have to slash that.
think she said there's a bigger one.
So it was absolutely do they just rotate the pandas in and out? You can see one through the other. Commentary. See it?
Commentary like that.
Yeah. I thought it was a reflection at first. Like a mirror. These animals look in pretty good shape because you know, honestly, how bears like in zoos, they
Oh yeah, they've got black marks.
These guys look pretty good.
How long have they lived? You know?
That's roughly one panda's lifespan is about 30 years.
I mean, I don't know.
I do not know, but maybe that's not the season for them to get it. Yeah, they put that together for them.
Panda chow.
Yeah.
Panda chow, huh?
Purina panda chow.
We most times to see them, they are separate.
Hey, give one more.
To the zoo, that's you see it. Different animals. Each animal place will have a cost. Yeah, not only just enter. No, that's for the tourists. It will be cost more. You see, that's because we have the buses to follow us.
Is that was.
No, if he can just build that program back up, it'll be.
Oh, he'll build it up. He's good at that.
Yeah.
You won't have any problem.
Yeah.
The ones that are outside.
This year they're going to be weak, but next year I think they'll really make it.
Well, Cal's not going to have anything this year.
Who's the coach there now?
This guy Gilbertson was with Washington.
Yeah.
Cal's going to be probably.
You know, because the living standard here is raised very rapidly for recent few years. So a lot of people, they are not satisfied with their old style furnitures. So they want to get rid of those ones and have the new one. The more modern one is better just accepted by the local people, no matter how expensive is that.
Is that coal?
Yeah, that's go on the left. You see on the tricycle, you see that's the black ones. That's the coal. And actually, if you look to the front, and then you can see the holes inside, and it's easier to be burned. And it's in a special stove. And before to burn this coal, you put the charcoal underneath and let the charcoal burn first, and then put this coal on. And in the winter time, just the flat houses, they have no central heating, so they must use this kind of coal.
Indoor.
The Chinese people can accept.
No
the
red?
others.
No red hair?
No, they think that's devils have that.
They're right.
That fits.
I know you're like, we're just devils.
Joking.
That's funny. Very good, Chief. Very good.
Yes.
Oh my God.
A ratty devil.
Was that my nickname?
So we really give all of the foreigners. It's not means a bad meaning. We call all of the foreigners foreign devils. Yeah, it's just a friendly, just a nickname. Yeah.
Barbarian horse.
Still looking.
You'll take all pictures, Will.
How do you say that?
The other palace is built in this place, so that's more beautiful. Yeah. And now on your right, the big building is a Beijing Shangri-La Hotel.
Which hospital was that?
Oh yeah, this was and on the left here, there's this the farmer's land.
Northern Canal.
Yeah, I see quite a bit of that. Yeah.
Had one bite of it and it tasted like watching.
Hey, you put it over here.
Right there.
It was like texture there.
It was like. I just thought it was very.
Takes a good look.
No speedos. Come on now, Bill. There's somebody fishing in it.
Yeah, quite a few in that other one yesterday. Oh, that clean bill.
Look as dirty as that boat. It's forbidden.
You're right.
I see myself.
On the way to Summer Palace.
1750, that's in the Qing dynasty. And Emperor Qianlong, that's in the Qing dynasty, had this palace built. But you see this palace was burned down twice. First in 1860 by the Anglo-French Allied forces, and second time in 1900 by the foreign invading troops. Altogether, 8 imperial foreign countries just come here to burn down this palace. So this palace was finally rebuilt in 1903. And this palace covers a very big area, about 290 hectares. And this summer palace is made up of 2 parts. One is called the Longevity Hill, the other is the Kunming Lake.
And I saw a University of Maine, right?
And you see all of the buildings are located on the Longevity Hill. And so today we just walk around the Longevity Hill, and later we will stop almost at the end of the hill area. Just there is an imperial restaurant called Listening to the Oriole, and that's the imperial restaurant used to be for the imperial family. And at that place they also sometimes enjoy the Peking opera there. Also in the summer palace, you see there's 4 different doors that's located at each direction. And because the summer palace is so big, so it's very easy for the stranger to get lost. So later I hope everyone will follow me, because today our lunch is inside this place. If you miss the group, you will miss the lunch and you have to be back to the city by yourself. From
Okay. See ya.
It's an accident not to get lost.
So now if we run really fast,
Lauren,
I
did
think
you
we
bring
can.
some buffalo wings?
okay, that's a good idea.
Oh my goodness.
You're not going to live that one down for a while.
That's all right. I can just see her. Hey, Laura, did you catch her?
Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell you that Szechuan. Yeah, there.
We're doing laundry back there in the river. We can't.
It's on my 8 raw fish. Take the whole head too.
And also now on the left-hand side, you see that's the outer wall for the summer palace. And this palace is surrounded by also double wall. The inner wall is red, and that's located on the Longevity Hill.
Now here's a lazy SOB.
Oh, the guy in the back.
Maybe they're taking turns, Pat.
Being a little harsh for you. Oh, that wants something out of there.
Yep.
Oh, what's wrong with that? Exactly.
The women want all the benefits and stuff. Where do you think they get their food?
Get them, girls.
Pretty basic.
Anyone sitting there saying,
See, yeah, you guys always just sit there.
Both parts smell like hard.
He's got one over there.
hey, go!
It's a shirt. No, that was a tie.
Here we go.
I understand.
Later we might not come to this place again. And anyone, if you want to use the bathroom, there is a paper. This palace is made of a cloth. The dark green is the longevity hill I told you, and all of the buildings located on the hill. And the other lower part is the Kunming Lake. So we are now at the East Palace Gate. From here, we are going to see there is a ghost picture over there. That's a big theater stage. Actually, there's now an exhibition center. We just go to that place to see the exhibition. And after that, we'll see the whole of happiness and longevity. That's the residential area for the Empress Dowager. And then we go to the listening to the Oreo restaurant, and then on the way we pass the long corridor. So almost come to the other side. The other side of the corridor, you can see the marble boat. So that's the route for us today. And then we'll leave the evil spirits away. And in front there is a big ball that shows the power of the emperor.
Guess they don't reproduce. The Hall of Benevolence. This place.
Now you see that's in front of you. This building is the Walking Palace. That's called the Hall of Benevolence and Longevity. And you can see there is a big chair that's black and yellow. That's the imperial color in the Qing dynasty. And behind that you can see a big mirror with a lot of characters, altogether 200. The 200 characters are carved into different kinds of styles. All of them means longevity. And above that you can see a big board with 4 characters. That means who can run the government with benevolence, can live a long life. And also on both sides of the big throne you see there are 2 big fans with a peacock feather. So that means to show the dignity of the emperor.
Wow, serious picture.
Actually used to be noticed for us.
Hey, you're filming the same
Now we
thing.
just want to stop the distance.
You gotta zoom on it.
I'm filming Bill over there.
That means a much better. But that's right. But they
I guess in 5 years.
Oh,
The girls, they are dressed in the Qing Dynasty style. And later, that's in the other exhibition room, you can see that their shoes and clothes are on the exhibition. And here you see that most of these decorations on the table, that's from Empress Dowager Cixix's room. And they were made about 200 years ago in the Qing Dynasty. And over there you see there are 5 cars. The middle one, the Black City, that's from France. And this is a gift from a warlord. And this warlord wanted to please the Empress Dowager because at that time she was the most powerful female lady in China, just like an emperor, you see. Because she was the emperor's mother, so she was called Empress Dowager. And then this lady never used that because she didn't like anyone to sit in front of her. But this time the driver must do, so that's why she gave up. Yeah. And there's 2 cars, 2 in front that's from made in China, and there's 2 at the back from Japan. So these are 4 she commonly used. Because that's the similar pronunciation. The shoes for the magic girl. That's the high heel at the middle.
What year are we talking about?
That's talking about trace back to 300 years ago to 100 years ago. 300 to 100 years ago, people wear this kind of clothes. And this is for the emperor. In summertime, the silk only. And this is the latest real picture. You see here, she's by no means pretty.
At least you said that.
Right.
Yeah.
She's by
No means pretty.
She's not pretty.
She said there's a picture of her.
And here you see there's a long fingernail. That's a beauty for her. She considered it's a kind of beauty to show her dignity, and that also means her richness. She never touched anything. So.
Got pretty nails, but
And here there are some more cosmetics given by the foreign countries as gifts.
Why didn't she use them? The theater. Okay. Beautiful.
Pronunciation, Huang that means emperor. So that's a Huang also means yellow color. So that's why.
Maybe it's Japan, it's the red. No, I've got red at the
You see, we also
Forbidden
have
City.
red. We have red, but red is mainly just for happiness.
Okay.
Yeah. So now, even now, when people get married, they are wedding clothes. Most time for the new bride is red.
That's what I
Yeah.
thought.
And we do not like white because white in China, well, only when we attend the funeral, we just wear white.
That's my favorite color. Are you happy to date you?
Yes, I'm happy.
In her red dress? That's interesting. We were.
fit in that bag. How do you get smokeless charcoal? How do you find a smokeless charcoal?
I don't know.
This is how they heat things.
Get rid of all the volatiles. Get rid of all the volatiles.
Scare them right off.
Yeah, just dry it.
Can you see it in there?
Dry them off.
They put charcoal in there and run it under the floor. It heats up the floor.
So the performance can be played simultaneously on the 3 levels. And also in the ceiling and on the floor, there are track doors. So when a performance has a fairy, the fairy can descend from the sky while the demon can surface from the ground. Yeah. Fairy.
The demon.
From the ground.
From the ground.
Lauren Beth.
Most times she prefer to sit here because it's easier for her to see the starting of the actors. And also here you can see the full frames that's with the four famous pictures in Beijing. That's covered with jade. And that means the 4 seasons in Beijing start from here. So that's spring, summer, autumn, and winter.
Right there, right?
Yeah, this is only just a small copy because later we go to that place.
Here, Bobby, let me take some of you.
Okay.
Get some of you.
Okay. See me in there?
Yep. Pascal's going to narrate.
The Empress's quarters, where she lived during the summer. She had 1,000 eunuchs. Bob is next. She had 120 courses. 120 course dinner. Every night.
Which she didn't eat much of. She poisoned her rival empress.
And she stayed here from what, April to October. And within this small area, she had 1,000 eunuchs and concubines, did they say? But this was her main area. So fascinated by the works on the ceilings around here. This is just off to the side of the house. More rooms. Who knows what's back there? Okay, start talking.
407 years ago.
This is the Ming Dynasty, right? Which was 200. Is this Qing?
Get this peacock over there.
Yeah, it's gonna turn around. It's peacock. It just goes on and everywhere. This is just a hallway. See if I can go straight out. There go my sunglasses. Yeah, right there. Oh, you're gonna get sick looking at this while I turn around. There. It just goes on and on. We went to Columbia and Chile, and I've forgotten which one. Oh, this is It was difficult. She got very, very sick.
Look how long this is.
Okay, this way. Now here, this is the starting of the long corridor. And from this one to the other side is about 728 meters long. And this long corridor is divided into 4 parts. And altogether over 8,000 different kinds of traditional paintings in the corridor. And some of them just real scenery from the summer palace, some of them from the legend story. And over there you see that's the beautiful lake. And the lake is called a beauty lake. It's at the center you see there is an island. The island is full of beauty building that's called the Dragon King's Temple. And also you see beside this island there is a bridge. It's called the 17 Arches Bridge. It's interesting if you count from the middle arch to either side. Either side that will be number 9. So this bridge is a very beautiful one. Yeah, that's a lake. It's a lake. It's a half man-made, half natural. It's not deep at all.
Let's get a shot of those boats.
I'm more of a water person.
Yeah. Bill, you know what this reminds me of? Right on the... These teams had good taste.
Pretty neat, isn't it? Look at this.
Cattle.
Right here?
I think I could be comfortable here in the summertime.
This person goes around that thing. That's what she does. Oh, they do it themselves. I think that's what the street cleaners are for. See what they do.
He's still working on it.
He's still doing poo.
Yeah, inside his shorts.
Yeah.
Hey, we went number 1.
Okay, now here in front of you, you see there is a pavilion
Unbelievable
building.
that one guy
This
could say, "Kill all
pavilion
the
is a religious building. It's called Buddhist that's the hall of Buddhist fragrance. And there is behind that there is a yellow building. It's a Lama temple. This Lama temple is totally made of glacier tiles. So when this palace was burned down twice, only this temple left. The other buildings all disappeared. And today our trip is not including this pagoda and the temple. So that's later after lunch, if anyone want to go up, you have to pay that by yourself. But you have to let me know that because that takes time, not only money and time. So that's you let me know. I will just make decision whether you will go or not.
Oh, can you? I'll go to the boat there too.
But this one is just a marble arch decoration.
Is that marble?
No, this is wood. This wood. And behind this gate also wood. And that's the starting for the other trip. See, that's not
For the
up to the temple. Yeah.
I don't like it either. Like sea bass.
And where are we going after this? Have you tried the fish, Bill?
Yeah.
Have you tried this? Is this better than last night's fish? That way. Still at the Summer Palace. Just finished eating in good old restaurant number 1. At the local shop. And it has your basic roof to it. Just for fun, they built a marble boat.
This one, rudder and everything.
This is the marble. in front of you, you see that's the marble boat. And this marble boat is originally built in 1760. It's put here to symbolize the stability of the Qing dynasty. And now this later was also damaged in the big fire. So the second layer, you can see there is some wooden structures that's added later. And this place is for the Empress Dowager to sit at the side to enjoy the scenery during the Moon Festival. Yeah, we have the Moon Festival, and that's in autumn. And then you can see the reflection on the lake.
Now, when was this actually burned?
17.
That's first in 1860 and second in 1900.
Where's the kid taking the picture?
Is what?
Is Weeping Willow?
That's not very nice.
A picture
Here
with
she
the
said,
women's
keep moving
flag.
as soon as we get out that door.
You go ahead.
Don't stop.
Can you bring a knife or sword out of it?
Hey, Brian. What's that, Brian?
I was say, can I bring that out of the country?
Here they come. Here they come. Hello, Brush. Hello, Lighter.
Hello, look at
That's dance. University t-shirt.
You take a lot of them. Just I mean, it's close by people to the United States.
Sitting on that cart. You missed him. I saw him.
You get them just like that.
Really?
It's great.
crowded train.
No problem.
Oh, yeah.
Works very well.
It's about half of it,
Excellent.
right?
Yep. Maybe not even quite half.
Only I could get it.
So what was the question? How do you advertise this? That's what the question was?
Yeah. That's, she asked how can we just
I think it's looking this kind of gate for bicycles and gates for cars. See that? The gate for bicycles and the gate for cars. My car, you know?
for how to make a spring. They use the gold wire. You see these are gold wires. According to the pattern is designed by someone just graduated from the Arts and Crafts University. So they make the wires on this first, and then use different kinds of enamel colors on it. So everything is done by hand. And because the base is wood, so it only can be dried naturally. Cannot be baked. But later when we go downstairs, that's the traditional one. It's based on copper. That can be baked. That must be burned and then polished. This one is just dried and use hands to polish.
How do they know what color?
They give you the general idea, what kind of color roughly, and then that totally depends on the worker's taste.
Oops. There's the wires, look at this.
I like it like that.
How does the wire stay on? They pounded in the wind? You can see it's drawn out of the pen. That is great.
Yeah. Some of them, the metal one must be burned, and the wooden one is just natural. And then later you see this like this, and they polish it. And then there's a finally, see, that's a relation. Later should be some other material. I think there's the head on it. The body.
Where does the copper come from, the mines?
The copper mine mainly come from the northwestern part of China.
Where we come from, it's a lot of copper mines.
Oh, really? Yeah. And we have some of the places copper is the best. So the northwest, the copper is the best. And here you see that the quality is totally depends on the material used, and also how many procedures they use. So that will decide when you see there's a first list on the best quality copper, and then put the wire on it, just like the screen. See, and then after that, also here, like because they put the color on the pattern, they also like that. And after they put the color on, then they put them into the big fire to be burned for several minutes, and then taken that out. Use hands to polish. When it's cool down, so use hands to polish. That should repeat 7 times. That's the best. If you repeat only once, it's maybe.
Thank you.
This is where we bought Mom's vase. This is a factory. We were all up there. We bought the vase right there, and it was made up there. OSHA has never seen this place. People live over there. This is our van. On my own. Reading.
And maybe they have different opinion. So that can be so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you know so much about it?
She can't be very vocal.
So if today you want back to the hotel earlier, we can try it tomorrow. Because you see tomorrow you're nearer to
going to Tiananmen Square. What is this, Chi? This building?
Yes, that's the Great Hall of the People.
Great Hall of the People? What is it used for?
This is for the People's Parliament, the large meetings, banquets, and also when the foreign top officials come here, they will be received inside this place.
Okay. There's the Great Hall of the People. And here's where some of the people live.
No, you are not allowed to take photos here. So you are not allowed to take the cameras inside. So that's why I wonder if there are anyone that's already been here. I will ask them to look after the camera with me for you.
What is the square for?
This square that's used to be for large meeting. This square even existing since the Ming Dynasty.
Oh, Ming Dynasty.
500 years old.
Oh, I thought this was
But that building is 500 years old. The others are all new.
That one over there.
Now, where can't we take pictures inside?
Inside the tomb, you cannot take any photo. You are not allowed to take the camera inside.
The question is who's going to take care of
Is that the beginning of the Forbidden City there?
No, that's the beginning of the Tiananmen Gate. Tiananmen Gate is the main gate for the Forbidden City. When you pass these two gates, and then you come to the Forbidden City.
Okay, all right.
So I see there's a tomb. So let's go to the tomb area first. Yeah? This one is a Great Hall of the People. I will let you know all of that. But you see this before that, I will see whether we can go to the tomb or not.
That is the largest square in the world. Even bigger than...
Surveillance cameras right about there.
And it was full of people. Even bigger than Red Square. Going this way.
Good luck.
It's for mouse crystal coffin, and there are some other holes there just full of pictures for the other top officials, like the former Premier Llewellyn, the former general, like that.
Have you seen it? Have you seen this?
Many times.
Many times.
Yeah.
Is it closed?
It's closed now because now there are some people attend them. And this square covers about 49 hectares. And you can look at on your left, you see that big building. It's the Great Hall of the People. And this one was built in 1959. It's completed within 10 months. It's just for the large meetings, banquets. And on the other side, you just pass by, that's the People's Parliament. And also straight ahead, you can see there is a building, a yellow roof with a red wall, and that's the Tiananmen Gate. You know, this Tiananmen Gate, that means the Heavenly Peace Gate. And that gate was built 500 years ago at the beginning of the Ming Dynasty. That's the main gate for the Forbidden City. So after this gate, there is another gate in the middle. middle. And then you pass these two gates, you come to the southern gate of the Forbidden City. That day we will already be. And also you see this building, and there is another gate behind. It's the only Asian building existing in the Ming, just starting from the Ming Dynasty. The others are all new buildings. And also you see at the center, you see this is a big monument, the monument to the people's heroes. That's in order to commemorate those people died during the Liberation War and anti-Japanese war. And also on the right, you can see there's a scarf around that, scaffoldings around. That's the History Museum. It's closed down now because it was built in 1959. It's never been renovated ever since. So now it's closed for 2 years for the renovation.
Where's Miles?
And this one. And now just turn around, you see this is a Mao's tomb. Chairman Mao's Memorial Hall. It was built in 1976. That's immediately after Mao's death. It was completed within 6 months. And also inside this building, not this building used to be totally for Mao, but now just because of people's suggestion, so there is only one big building at the center just for Mao's crystal coffin, and around that the other buildings are just full of pictures and for the other past top officials. And these are two statues in front, you see. On the top, you can see on the flag there is a Mao's picture. This too means before 1949, people led by Chairman Mao, they defeated Chiang Kai-shek. And also you see there is a man just holding a book that's a Mao's book, that's a Mao's works. And also behind this Chairman Mao's Memorial Hall, there is another two statue, very similar like this. That means after 1949, people still led by Mao and built a socialism in China. Yeah, no, not there. Mao's picture just used to be everywhere, in the university, in the shop, in every family you see on the wall. It's a must for you to hold that. And then they will the emperor's writing what's the emperor's command is that. Yeah. And later, after 1949, this place is mainly just for the large ceremony. Just because the 1st of November is our national holiday. So that's during that day we used to have a parade like the Russians. But now there's people think it's a waste of money. So we stopped that almost for a few years.
And what is the big one in the middle?
That's the monument to the people's heroes. Your questions, and this square is named after the gate. The gate is called a Heavenly Peace Gate, so this square is named after the gate. Okay?
All of our friends came around to gawk at us.
Right about there, you guys.
This is a great sign. This is really a great sign. The Committee of People's Municipal Government of Beijing. There's a person representing the people.
What the little boy had actually been through, the little Jewish boy. He playing soccer in Berlin. And all of a sudden, we went to Museum of Tolerance? No, we went to the Holocaust Museum. You can do better to watch it. Because her camera was wonderful. I mean, it really, right?
I could do.
She went to live in D.C. and she was working at that museum. I'll tell you, it's something. It is really...
It's a great piece of work, the whole
Did you see the movie?
They have, you could take the Holocaust.
No, the one that...
Oh, Schindler's List. They have a thing on. You know, I mean, that's the first R-rated show I've been to in ages. I can't even go to that. It was wonderful. We let our teenage girls do 3. Okay.
What's down there? What's down there? Oh, lights? Are those lights?
It's like lights and fireworks.
Some guy's in the water too. September 2nd. We have just checked out of the hotel, getting ready for our final day at Beijing to fly to Hong Kong. And we are out back of the hotel now.
Sheraton Great Wall.
And this is sort of contrast in eras. This is the old. There's a happy Buddha. The humidity is over 100% for sure. Any place it's ever happened in the world, it's got to be right now, over 100% humidity. This is the old.
There's a little goofy golf course out there.
No kidding. What do you
Is
say?
that what this is?
No, it's just a little. No, it's not.
No, what is it then? See, the water runs through when they have it going. This is just the beginning of the tourist season. We were Xi's. Are you running?
Yes.
Xi's first tour. Because it's so hot and humid that the tourist season gets on about
Ancient fire extinguishers.
September.
And that's our hotel, the new. Pretty.
See the sweat dripping off my face.
Pretty garden. And this is our hotel.
Very few birds around here. Mao
Mao had them all killed.
killed because they were eating the crops, but he forgot that the birds ate the bugs
Over
that ate
there's
the
a Hard Rock
crops.
Cafe in the
Right behind
first
me.
floor of that building. And our room probably was on the 6th floor, probably right about there. It isn't often I get totally turned around, but we had nowhere close to this view. That is not our room. We're on the other side of the building, looking over some tennis courts. When you get in the elevators, which are right here, we
Yes,
see this view.
then you can see that.
That's where I got confused. We ate in that restaurant up there first night. It was good for appetizers. That's about all.
About 100 square meters. So that's maybe you have to pay 700,000 yuan. 7,000 yuan for 1 square meter. That's the price for this kind of building. So this actually, you see this kind of high-rise buildings most time can only last 50 years. So that means you own it for 50 years. Anyhow, those people, as soon as you buy this house, you can have the right to sell them. And also these houses are also, so here, people living here, that means that they are really rich people. From the other cities. So stop here and you are sitting on the bus waiting for me, and you go with the bus inside. I'm buying ticket for you.
Thank you. Here's the honey.
You want this hat? When you visit temple.
See the street. Yeah, that's not.
Rice water.
So like things like that, I mean, once you put it in. And then, but you left the hat?
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, that's where. The money that you don't have to carry.
I'm gonna wear that around the house.
Alright, no clothes.
This is the temple of heaven.
the southern gate. From here, we are going to see this a big building. This is called the Imperial. This is called the Circular Mountain Altar, and that's the place for the emperor bring the tablet of the God of Heaven here and kowtow to the God of Heaven. And from here, that we are going to see the second building. It's called the Imperial Vault, and that's the place just like the warehouses, just for the emperor to keep the tablets from the God of Heaven and his ancestors' tablets. And then that's the last building. That's called the Hall of Prayer. Hall of Prayer for Good Harvest. And this one is the most important building. And this is just for the emperor to go through all of the major ceremony here. And after all of this, we are going into the eastern entrance. That's the parking lot at this place. So at every place we have to pay ticket. Everyone please follow the group. That time for the emperor pray to the God of Heaven. Before that he will do ox sacrifice. And then this is the place to do that. And the other bronze is just as the big oven for the baby cattle put in it. So that's to be just slowly toasted in it. So that's cook the baby cow inside that.
The cow.
Yeah.
The
What time of year was that?
And the ox goes up there.
Very tasty.
Chi, what time of year was all this?
This one was originally built in 1420. That's the beginning of the Ming Dynasty.
But
Very fast. Okay, now that's we are now standing on these terraces. There actually, you see, we are walking up 3 terraces. The lowest one that means the earth, and middle one means the people stand on the earth. The top one means heaven. So this area, you see, is considered as the place very near to the God of Heaven. So that's why the tablet of the God of Heaven will be brought to the center, and for the emperor kowtow to the
all of the gold bamboo back at the Forbidden City was tiled just like this. This has been glazed in blue because it represents heaven.
I think 1900, the foreign missionaries came yeah, so that's why we just started.
Did the Confucianism fit in with the Buddhism?
No, Confucius, that's mainly totally different. Totally different, that's a philosopher, yeah. That's Taoism really fit in the way.
Oh, okay. What about the
Yeah. Yoga, we think there's maybe yoga is get the Buddhism from us. Yeah, so
the other way around?
that's right. But we think that we just get Buddhism really originally from India.
Looks like that.
今天性暗是法使，北斗七星。
Now you see there's inside this building, this is actually one of the subsidiary halls in the second courtyard. And inside this building you can see 2 black statues, and they are dressed in the Qing Dynasty style. And there used to be the high-ranking officials for the Qing Dynasty. But when the emperor, you see, when he once a year or twice a year visit this temple and pay respect to the god, he will be accompanied by his prince and high-ranking officials. But when he left this temple, so this and also this here this is the tablets for the different gods from heaven, like the god of the sun, the god of the moon, the god of the water, and god of the earth. You see like that. And then also on the side you see there are 2 really at the center there is a rectangular hole just for holding the tablet. So wherever this tablet and convening with him, and then the emperor will pray to this tablet. Carry emperor upstairs.
Right.
And here, just leading from this big carving, there's 3 big stones. You are standing on this one, the other one, and that one. They are called the triple sound stone. So if you are one person, just stand on the center of this stone, and you clap your hand once, you can hear the echo once. And on the second stone, you just clap the hand once, you can hear the echo twice. On the third, you can just clap once, you can hear the echo 3 times. You have to just do it to quick it, to make it hollow and make it louder.
You're in the middle.
Did you hear? It's very quick.
Yeah. Our demonstration.
It's your service.
Louder on that one.
You stand at the center.
I'm standing there, I don't hear it.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I'm not going to get anything on like.
Picture of Lynn's cap. More of those things.
In the name of all of us here from the USC group, I would like to give you a small gift representing our appreciation for all those great things you've done.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Yay!
So I think that you really have some idea. I said, that's a single.
I know, I was lying. I'm saying, oh, I have a question. She's like, it's just like the other one. You didn't listen, I told you.
Thank you so much. I'm so thankful.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're
We thank you.
Very much.
Excellent job.
Yep.
Great
Appreciate that.
hostess.
Thank you.
As long as you get into Mao's grave here, we'll tomb.
I guess you saw the same thing I did.
Yeah.
不要进去。为嘛？那么进去的时候要让进去，给他破坏了。
So we were. Big gate. Where are we going?
你哪个家的？
What is that?
It's a fig leaf.
I think it's a lotus leaf.
It's a lotus leaf. It won't last long.
How interesting though.
Yeah, that's the first time I see it. I didn't see such a big leaf. We use that to wrap things. You see that for meat, for fresh meat. You see that we used to. I remember when I was a child, we just there. A lot of people use coal. So the weather
so it
never.
builds up.
You see the sky never.
This is something.
He's getting it.
Yeah, that's the most.
Let me get up here.
We don't have a camera.
No, we'll take pictures and get doubles.
Absolutely. This is beautiful.
Subway is going to be real hot, right? Real hot.
Subway is not hot, but crowded, very crowded.
Even on Saturday.
Even on Saturday.
Even more on Saturday.
This is crowded for me. This is nothing.
Means the Hall of Prayer.
You want your butt in the picture?
Come on, you're the star.
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 Oh, thank you.
I didn't know he was going to take one. I was wiggling my.
Okay, this way. So 4 generations, and 8 generations altogether inside this building for the emperor's ancestors in the Qing dynasty. And also on the table you see the bowls made of blue porcelain. It used to be full of cooked meal, just like beef, like that, just put in it, just present to the god. After the service, the emperor shared that was his top officials and musicians inside this project. Yeah, that's right. There was a function at that time, just for the emperor kneeling on the floor and coat to the cabinet over there.
Can you take pictures?
I think here.
I said no film.
No?
Can I ask, are they water buffalo?
That because inside you are not allowed to take photos either.
Bob didn't hear.
Is there stones?
Ancient Chinese lens cap again.
It's supposed to be 7, but there's really 8 because there's a little piece over there. Baby piece. Looks like a pretty good star to me.
All right.
Practice what?
Tai Chi.
What's that?
Oh, it's a form of exercise and meditation.
Yeah, where they do the slow, really controlled, where they all do it together.
Yeah.
Hey, he's going to sell you something.
Yeah.
Do some more.
It's free. They just welcome you to that place to buy things from them.
Oh. And what's the underground city?
The underground city actually that's the air shelter that's built in 1969 to 1979, 10 years. Because in 1969, just because 2 islands, we said the 2 islands belong to us, and the Russians say that's theirs. So that's yeah. So that's we almost had a war, and the Russians sent a lot of army to the border between us and their country, and we do the same also. So that's Mao said if the war really happened, Beijing is the first place to be attacked by.
A hula hoop.
There's a hula hoop.
Right down the street from Tiananmen Square.
Yeah, he's not very heavy.
Is that his male hoop? Aren't they smaller than theirs?
Yeah, oh, they're really thin.
Yeah.
Little red,
This is
and
too
they're
big.
red.
They have bigger ones though, Brian.
Yeah, but they're always red.
Yeah.
Because
And they don't study them. As you said, they're always required to carry.
it's too far away from
They
us.
still are?
That's a Bible.
And then there's
They're required to carry?
They were during the Cultural Revolution.
Yeah.
A picture. So she was kind of evolution.
I have to walk also. Yeah. Sometimes I really get mad with stuff like that.
Going into a bomb shelter built by Mao.
Police.
Ah,
That means to stand on guard.
okay.
So during the Cultural Revolution, a lot of these old ladies just with a red armband just walk along the street and they help the police.
Security guards, huh?
Like that.
What's the sign? Is that their name?
No, that's the company's name. There's some small companies. and some small garment factories here. So you see, there used to be people just living in the condition like that. You see, there's a small, very poor houses just for the poor people. But now this culture doesn't mean the people over here are really poor.
This is like. Way cool. Oh man.
This underground city. Okay, first of all, you welcome you to this place to visit this underground city.
这个工程呢，从1969年到1979年有10年时间。
Okay, this construction starts from 1969 to 1979. Use 10 years.
首先呢，修了一条主要疏散通道，分成3个小区。
Okay, so first of all, they dug the main road, just a main shelter, just from here, and that's to dismiss the people.
这个会议室。
And around this main shelter, there's a meeting. That's the meeting hall.
叫兵部驻兵。
And that's the army garrison. And head office.
现在为提高这个功能。
And then we are at this base. And this one is about 8 meters from the top. It can dismiss 60,000 people at one time. And do you have any other questions? You have So by the way, is anyone want to use the bathroom there?
No, thank you.
Okay.
I wait till the plane.
All right.
Well, I wait till the subway. Oh.
The subway has no bathroom.
Keep walking. I guess. Bring on the life stress. Where's Al? That was a quick tour through the underground air shelter. Built by Mao for 10 years against protection against the Russians.
What does he sing? Rock and roll?
I don't know, just popular songs, Chinese popular songs. Okay, this way.
Our last official tourist act is going to the subway. Here we go. Is Chi going with us? Oh good, stairs. I can't wait. Looking train, sort of.
Do not scare our people. Foreign devils.
Foreign devil.
Foreign devils. Orange foreign devils.
So good.
Yes, there is a map of them.
This is the.
I think I took off my left trousers. Everybody get on?
Yeah.
Okay, Bob, can you breathe up there?
It's better up here.
Marilyn is down here.
Hey, I'm okay. I got a door.
Hi, Angela.
Do you think Brian's happy with this?
Brian, is this what you wanted?
Yes.
Hold on.
I'm not holding on to anything but this door with one finger. Alright, we gotta get out of that. Shut up. Oh, there he is. We got to push off.
Wait a minute, I want to take a few more pictures.
Get the hell out.
That's what we wanted.
Do they run that frequency all the time?
Yeah, it's always like that. Even though the scene is slow down.
Oh, that was a kick in the pants.
Oh, Jim, that's a chemical joint, just a very powerful chemical company.
advertising. Where are they?
Yeah,
Here?
that's for advertising.
Are they based here?
Yes, that's in Beijing. Oh, yeah. You also have
Right. So you got property tax, sales tax, state income tax, federal income tax. In the United States, you got to work 6 months.
And the other 6 months, that's from here. Oh, yeah.
Where, I mean, people like that.
We're on a Star Ferry trying to find church. It's working now.
Good.
We're waiting to go to the peak. Welcome to the tram. Scenic route. How they reclaim the land there. All this.
Other what?
Reclaiming the land out in the harbor.
Giá giá là chơi rồi đâu ra đăng ký bạc cái này bà hầu là mà đen. Dạ này ta là cái giá sản phẩm đi. Ai ra lại trên con tôi xuống gì đấy rồi.
I stand up here, I guess.
Right here? How long it takes to start that? What an imagination somebody had.
Finish showing me what he said.
He said he's got one here and he's got several. Look at how pretty it is out there. We were not here. I think I counted about 12. Marilyn doing what she does best. Marilyn making friends. Da-da-da-da. People from Australia.
Good picture.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Where are you from in England?
Australia.
Australia.
That's where we're from.
Now we're up to the highest point at the commercial area here.
Oh, we have quite a bit. It is amazing. I guess I'm surprised that there's still so much empty land over here. I thought it would just all be like that. There's still some available land. You don't want to run it, but it's still here.
Nice and warm in here.
Are you taping this whole time? Are you taping? Where? Right there? That's a jag. Looks like it rolls the back end of that.
It looks like an aircraft carrier just kind of put on its side.
Oh, that's the one you were talking about, this one?
Yeah.
You were talking about the telescoping one.
Where's the telescope?
Right next to it.
Beautiful buildings here.
There's a church.
World War I and II memorial. It's one expensive park. That just looks like something out of a battleship.
Telescoping one's right next to it. Is this the stock exchange, right?
Yeah, I think it might be.
He said there's twin towers.
Yeah.
He's in Tower B. Brother Chu.
There's where the future Hard Rock's going to be.
Future Hard Rock. What?
There's McDonald's over there. Here we are at the wharf. Star Ferry. I'd say we go find that harbor. That hovercraft. It goes right to our hotel.
What time is it?
3 o'clock. It's so humid that the video camera would not work. There's a humidity problem. It flashes a light, turns the camera off. That happens. And on the way over, it was so humid that this camera was. We saw 2 general authorities talking extensively with Elder Goldberg and Elder Carmack. Elder Carmack told us to be very careful dealing with USC in Beijing because the government does not like to recognize any other church except the ones they've authorized. The Catholic Church itself doesn't have a presence there.